So, once again, I am Blaze of the Premier League. I'm here with Liquid Bulba. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going well.
So, how do you feel about those matches? Pretty good games versus 3D Clan. What's your perspective on them?
The first game went really well. Like we won all our lanes. Like they didn't really kill me top, and I got decent experience. And the gyro like free farmed. And what was the last hero we had? Puck. Yeah, Puck. Like we crushed the mid hero or whatever. The winner didn't do anything. The second game we lost our aggressive tri lane, and the PL got like a bunch of kills, and we were fighting like behind the entire time because they had all their items, and then we had to like it was just we were always forced to like play behind because of the heroes they had and the items PL had. We never even could kill the PL at all or gank him because he was just like playing it really passive, and the Shadow Demon just was like screwing us up every time we ganked him. And then the third game we killed the Storm a lot. The Luna free farm. They failed to push top, like they pushed it and then I denied the tower. And after that, that's really big because when you commit a push like that, you like lose a lot of experience because you have to kill like maybe 3 creep waves. So the gyro was behind the Luna and farm. And after that, we denied it, so they're already like their investment didn't pay off. And then I got like a bunch of experience top, so I got a Midas in time, and Korak got like a 8 minute, 9 minute blink or something. And then yeah, that was basically it.
Yeah, that's understandable. I definitely think that in that final game, the biggest thing there was that double damage deny. Do you think that you could have done it without the DD, or it worked out that well with the rune to make sure you could get the right click damage you needed?
It would have been obviously a lot harder without the double damage, but it was kind of easy with this the double damage, and I expected them to play a bit more aggressive. Like they weren't covering the tower. When you push that tier 1, you're supposed to cover it, but they were like all standing behind the tower, and I just cut the rest. I think they just didn't expect me to deny it, so they were surprised.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if they had vision of you until you came up right at the perfect time. That was really, it changed a lot of the pace of the game. Of course, the kills in mid and the first blood for Korak really helped out there as well, but I definitely think that was a really, really important thing to make sure that the Basilius investment didn't pay off, and them committing those 3 heroes at that point in time, it just didn't work out for them. But going on into some questions from the chat specifically, I do have a question from Yug Furk. His question is, do you guys feel more pressured because you are on such a big win streak?
Kind of, but I mean, it's obviously fun to keep the win streak and all, but I mean, we can't really think about that all the time. And it actually helps us most of the time because it gives us like a confidence boost and motivation to keep it going and have practice even more. So it's actually quite exciting.
All right. Question from XD Dames, asking how big of a role does ping play on Liquid's recent matches, and kind of extending on that, do you feel you could benefit from practicing more often on European servers?
We actually practice every game versus European teams on European servers because most of the European teams don't scrim. It's not on Europe, at least versus like the Virtus Pro and them. So the games when we lose in Europe, like the second game was not because of the server at all. They outlaned us pretty hard. Batrider versus Gyro was actually quite a hard matchup for the Gyro, even on the safe lane, because it's hard to CS versus a Bat, and Bat doesn't ever have to go on the Gyro. He can just wait till level 6 and then go on him. In bottom lane, the mistake we made wasn't because of the lag. We just were out of position, and then the way we just played in the game was we had to play behind the entire time.
Yeah. Mr. Froho is actually asking, as far as that second game, there were some mistakes made as far as positioning and stuff you mentioned. What other mistakes were there? Was it just we were feeling uncomfortable with that aggressive trial lane style? Is that something you have practiced much, or?
No, we're comfortable with aggressive tri lanes. We just totally messed up. But when you go aggressive, you need to. They had really good heroes versus an aggressive. They have Shadow Demon and Venom. So if we screw up like an initiate, we just they have a lot of counter initiate with Shadow Demon and the Veno Gale.
Yeah.
Even though Veno got nerfed, like all he needs is the Gale, obviously with clarities, and one of the heroes is gonna die. And PO does so much right click damage. It's also a lot.
Yeah, more what I was kind of thinking, sorry I didn't phrase that appropriately, but the Clockwork in the aggressive tri lane is something that we don't see as often. I can see where it can work extremely effectively, but obviously didn't pay off in that circumstance. Is that something you've practiced a lot, or?
We did it versus Fnatic yesterday, and it worked a lot better. And it's just one of the tri lanes we have, so there's not much else to it. It's a good hero, and it doesn't die that well, and yeah.
All right, most definitely. Along with that, Envyuk is asking, how do you
Uh,
think?
I have to go now. My match
Okay.
is in the draft stage versus Mouse.
Wow.
At
Okay.
the-
Sure enough. Sure enough. Okay. So that. Sorry, we had to cut this a little bit short, but they do have a follow-up match immediately. So this is going to be Liquid Bulbous signing off. But thanks for doing a couple questions with us, man.
Thanks a lot. Bye.